personal life, and then the same goes for you in your personal life, being consistent, again, be it with your family members, at work, in your personal life, maintaining that consistency, and making sure whatever you promise, you don't go on your word, don't change it, keep your promise. Correct?
Absolutely. And that's actually going to be to the next one, integrity. Be a person of your word. When you say something, mean it. And if you're not sure, then don't say it. Because when you say something out, it's already out there. It's very hard to take it back.
Absolutely. And I know I bring in the business relationship, the partnership, friends, staff, co-workers, employees, but that applies to all aspects of your life.
100%.
Every aspect of your life is important to keep that integrity, because at the end of the day, stripping you from everything else you have, from your PhDs, the monies you have, the watches, the cars, everything else, what you're left with is with your integrity and how people will remember that, correct?
Absolutely. And to really understand this is, if let's say you have a change in heart, okay, in a
Very good
relationship, this is
example.
very important, okay, or you give your word and then something came up and then you can't fulfill those, expectation. What you should do, communicate with the person. When you give your integrity to someone or a commitment to somebody, you can still take it back. If there is an emergency that came up or you change your mind, right? Communicate with them.
And we're all guilty of not doing
Absolutely.
it. We've all been in a relationship. And even if you've only been in a relationship for a few years, keep that in mind. If there is something bothering you, it's very important to communicate, correct?
Of course, absolutely.
So, go ahead, honey.
Because your word, it's everything. When you give, let's say I give my word to Costa, and I'm going to use him because I spend a lot of time with him, and said, I'm going to do this, Costa, tomorrow. And then something came up. The first thing you do, out of respect, go back to, the communication. I said, Costa, I'm going to take back what I just said. Or negotiate. Can we do this another week? Or can you? That's when help you to stay in integrity with life, period, right?
Very important, absolutely. And I think for me is, just like you said, replicating that is, I do the same. And I keep my word to communicate if I cannot deliver on the promise I made. And I see that quite often. People just say it for the sake of that moment, something like that. And then they realize they cannot deliver, what we call an overpromise, underdeliver. Very important in a business world, equally important in a personal life.
Absolutely. And just to complete that, just understand it's okay to change your mind, but please communicate.
Absolutely. So with that said, we're almost towards our end of our show there. 11 minutes on 11 o'clock every Thursday. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And we're going to be sending a lot of information over the next few months about different topics, different shows, different candidates that will be joining. With that said, our time is up. Thanks for yours, and have an epic, epic week. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.